REDCOW Arcade. This video is going to be about the things that I don't like about them. This is unscripted, poorly edited. Like, what are you using? A GoPro mounted to the ceiling with duct tape? The title of this video will be The Problems with REDCOW. Stop putting your kids in the show. Stop putting them on the internet. Just weird. I have kids. I think it's weird. I don't want to put my kids on the internet. That's my opinion. Junt, he's a big lad, and he's funny, and he sounds like a good person. I've never met him. I don't know him. But what I do have to say is watching episodes with him in it when it comes to certain situations like the Christmas specials and Box Mac, it's just hard to watch. It looks like if you took me to a bar and handed me a bottle of Johnny Walker. As an alcoholic, that's not good. It wouldn't be good to give me a bottle because I would drink it, and that's bad. When you got a person who's clearly in the midst of a food problem, it's hard to watch, and it looks kind of like you're force feeding the dude. The guy is a ticking time bomb.
Those things are like ticking time bags.
I don't know. I'm not saying that the act of him eating is gross. I'm saying like the abundance of the food he eats and the junk food is what really gets under my skin. So that's why I would say that's kind of messed up and weird and gross. The next problem would be the glazing. I think this is the biggest problem I have with them, is like the absolute glazing that they do for Nintendo when it comes to the Switch 2. Because the Switch 2 is, by all accounts, a successful console. It's sold a lot of units, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't have any content that really appeals to me. I don't know a whole lot of people that in real life that like their purchase. Most of them are saying like, well, I'm waiting for X to come out. I'm waiting for Z to come out. And I'm thinking, okay, that's great, but don't call the console anything other than what it is, which is something that'll be worth it in the future. Right now, it makes absolutely no sense to have one. Frankie and EJ have kind of made it a point to say like, well, we're rich, we're middle class rich, so we can afford a Switch 2. And you know, it's just expendable income. And that's whatever. I mean, if that's your opinion, great. Personally, I think it's poor taste. And beyond that, it's not really a flex because there's nothing to flex. It's just another console. It's just another box that you play games on. So I find it kind of distasteful and I find it shitty. Okay, moving on. The guys talk a lot about tools and manliness and things of the nature. In the latest episode, they had some gym rat looking guy, and he's, you know, portrayed as toxic masculinity. And
you know, I'm not a big fan of this toxic masculinity concept. This dude, there's toxic masculinity going on here. What the fuck is all this?
Just right off the hop, if somebody says toxic masculinity unironically, it's like a dog whistle for me. My brain shuts off. My eyes roll in the back of my head, and I immediately know you're a fucking retard. Because when you talk about toxic masculinity, it's usually a big projection coming from you that you feel bad about who you are and what you are. I've never said toxic masculinity in my entire life if it wasn't referring to what somebody said to me or somebody said about a topic. Because as a man, you are a man. Like, I have tools. Yes, I have tools. I'm one of those unga bunga men. I'm one of those tradies that has to like work for a living. Sorry, I can't type on a keyboard and be soon replaced by AI, but that's another topic. You know, yes, I am a blue collar guy, but to me, when you say tools and like being manly and masculine are a bad thing. And if you don't explicitly say that, you're definitely thumbing your nose at people that are tradies, people that come to fix your house, because your wife calls my company to come fix your shit. Like, she can't trust you to do it. She calls me and my company. So I send my guys out to fix your shit because you can't do it. That's pretty much it. Go back to your cubicle, type on your keyboard, and die young because you've done nothing and you don't go outside and exercise. Where somebody like me busts my knuckles up, fixing things and rebuilding things and making the wheels of industry turn while you type and thumb your nose at people like me. But we make more money than you. Okay, great. The next thing I would like to talk about are the guests they have on their podcast. And some of them are extremely cringe. I don't know their names. I would say most of them are cringe. Guys like long-haired glasses and top knot beardy and autistic. Oh wait, I forgot about skeleton guy, green-haired streak guy. Super cringe. I remember watching when he first appeared on the channel. I was like, uh-oh, do I have to unsubscribe? Because if you have colored hair and tattoos, I don't even trust you to put fries in a bag for me. Green hair and tattoos and like piercings and stuff, I know everything that comes out of your mouth is gonna be pointless. It's gonna be a waste of your life explaining things to me, and it's gonna be a waste of my life listening to you. So when I saw this green-haired dude come on the show, I was like, oh wow, yeah. Careful now, we're getting into dangerous territory. And typically, I find them to be super cringe, and they're Nintendo glazers, like long-haired glasses and top-knot beardy. And like I said before, there's not a whole lot of reason to be glazing Nintendo. That's why nobody's talking about Nintendo right now. They're like, hey yo, Nintendo, can we get some games, y'all? It's dry than the Sahara up in this bitch. Do you guys have stock in Nintendo? You clearly have some stake in the game, right? Because it seems like you really care. You really care about Nintendo. And my point is this: the only company I give a shit about is my own. The one I own. That's the one I rep. It's the one I care about. Everything else, it's like kiss my ass. I'm not getting paid for this, so why would I care? And especially when you're talking about a company as shitty as Nintendo, to glaze them is pointless. That's why I don't wear brands don't wear brands except my own brand. I rep my brand. And if you want to waste your time, your life, and your energy supporting a soulless corporation that does not give a shit about you, good luck. You're wasting your time. Yeah, just weird guests on their show to wrap things up. Weird guests, real burp, and oh, that stunk, dude. That smelled like beef jerky. I think one of the most annoying things we can add to this list is the hubris of Frankie for the most part, and sometimes EJ. It's the, I am an auteur, I know better than you, I have made several films that made tens of dollars, my mom bought 6 copies, and they're coming here to tell us that they are the real artists, they are the real in-the-know people. Your opinions are largely irrelevant, especially when it comes to things like collecting DVDs and explaining things about his collections, and it's very masturbatory. It's very fart huffing. They definitely want you to know that they are the real creators and everyone else is a phony. They remind me of people I went to college with that were gatekeeping art and gatekeeping, techniques inside an art class. I remember going into, it was a pottery class in college. I actually wasted my time and money going to art school. And I was sculpting something on the clay wheel, and a girl who was not a teacher, just a regular old student, comes walking up to me, and she tried to tell me what to do with my fucking pottery. And I remember her name was Olga. She was from the Ukraine. And she was like, very good, Josh. It's very good, but you should... No, that's not how she spoke. I don't know how she spoke, but she had this gravelly voice, and she was like, you could do better if you did it this way. And I was like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. I feel like Frankie and EJ in real life, this is what it would come to. It would come to me saying, fuck you, shut your fucking mouth, I don't care. I'm sorry, that sounded very aggressive, but they have this fart huffing nature about them that really gets under my skin, that they just love to let you know that they know what they're talking about and you don't. All right, I'll tone it down a notch. What I mean to say is, I used to be a big fan of REDCOW. I used to be a Patreon supporter of REDCOW. I thought they made fairly family-friendly content that was interesting and somewhat wholesome, and they've gone into a direction that I don't like. And maybe I'm tapping down into some deep catharsis because I'm more of a jock engineering type of guy where I build things and they're more about feelings and emotions, and I'm not good with my emotions. I only have like two, like hungry and mad, and so maybe that's, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the problem. No, they're the problem.